What's up, guys? Pokémon here, and I got a nice little short video of the love and hate of selling on TCGplayer. I'm going to show you some of the ins and the outs, what I've found while selling on it, and what I think is some of the pros and cons with it. So give us a like, subscribe, share, check out our channel, and if you got any questions whatsoever, leave a comment below. Now let's jump into it, guys. Now, here's my TCGplayer profile. As you can see on there, I'm a level 4 seller. Inventory is about 5,600 on there, so nothing too crazy, but I do sell quite a bit. And as you'll see, I have my rates, if my views, or my ratings and stuff that are there in the middle. I have a positive 99.1. That just changed. I just had a neutral. I just had a negative back to back. Now, let me talk to you about these reviews and what I think TCGplayer really fails with this. Okay. Now, with the review process on this, of course, you have your lifetime across the whole thing. Then you have a 30-day snapshot on it. Now, with the one review on here, let's just jump to them. Okay. We're going to go to the ratings, look at the reviews. Now, I have a 5-star one right there. Amazing seller. Cards came packaged and protected well. Highly recommend. Would definitely do business again. Then the one above that I have, seller canceled my order after I paid the listed price, stated that it would cost too much to ship and that they only ship orders 1 to 4 cards. I didn't say we only ship orders 1 to 4 cards. I said we typically only ship orders that are 1 to 4 cards. Now, at this point, I've already talked to the seller. I messaged them. And the one thing I probably wish I would have done different is I wish I would have messaged them first and said, hey, I'm probably going to cancel this order, and then canceled it. But instead I canceled it, left a thing in there and said, this is why I'm canceling it. And, put in perspective, this order right here, okay, I'm not going to click on the order number because it'll show all the stuff that, or I'll click on the order number, but I'm going to kind of pause and zoom through it so you don't see the address and the person's name because I don't want to dox anybody. So let's pause the video here and I'll click it up on. Now, here's the order right here. Here's the transaction ID. Again, this is a $13.63 order, $1.31 shipping. After TCG and everything takes their fees and stuff, it's $12.71. That's what I walk away with, okay? Now, we take a look at this order. It goes on not super long, but it's 78 cards, 88 cards, 81 cards. This ends up being an order of over 600 cards. Okay. Now, this puts me in a predicament because if I send something that's over 600 cards, I lose a pretty good chunk of my actual inventory. I lose probably close to about 1/8 of my inventory. Now, is that always bad or is that always good? It's not great. And the thing is, these cards I sell on TCGplayer for pennies for the most part. So with that being said, I got a dog that wants up here. Okay. With that being said, when I sell these cards that cheap, I'm doing it because I typically fill in orders 1 to 14 cards. And I'll be honest with you, I send everything with plain white envelopes. We use penny sleeves. Any card that is around $1 or more, I put top loaders in them. Now, if you order a shipment that's over the 14 cards, then I use 2 plain white envelopes. If you order one that's more than like 30 cards, I use 3 plain white envelopes, so on and so forth. So for me, TCGplayer, it's always worked out. And obviously it has. As you looked at my feedback and my reviews, you can see that we've had pretty good luck. I mean, I've sold lifetime 4,300 sales. So it's not that I'm just a slouch in this that I haven't sold very much. I've sold a ton. I've probably sold nearly over 15,000 cards on this site. Okay. Now, the next one that I'm getting that has upset a customer was this one. Now, I'm going to, again, not show you the person's name, but I'm going to show you the order and I'm going to show you kind of what they're saying about it. Now, this order was left a neutral review. It says the cards were shipped promptly. This order was shipped very promptly. In fact, this order was shipped within, the order date was on 1/16. I bet they got this order. She says promptly, and I appreciate that, but it probably wasn't. It was probably closer. She got it a day or two ago. Now, the thing is she said the cards were in penny sleeves, team bags, in an envelope without additional protection. Well, the thing is for the $1.31 shipping, I can increase the shipping. That's no problem. But then people aren't going to want to buy the penny cards. If I increase the price of the cards, people don't want to spend that kind of money on there. It's a real give take on this stuff for TCGplayer. And so like on this one, we got $13.84, shipping total amount, fees taken out, I walk away at $12.90. What it is I was getting the Evolving Skies Eevee Reverse Holo. And we weren't just doing like a couple of these. It was a few of them. It was 16 of them. Okay. Now these 16 ones, they were individually penny sleeved, or if it's a, sometimes some of the reverse holos, you can package them back to back. So you can have Pokemon symbol to Pokemon symbol. Just keep it so the reverse holos are there. Now she claims they're lightly played. That can be what it is. I assure you they're not played, because the person I bought the bulk from and myself, I don't play the game. So I don't think they're lightly played. And that's where TCGplayer really, really has an issue, is that when people leave reviews, you can't respond or give a rebuttal to them. They leave the reviews, the feedback, that's it. You should be able to respond and say, hey, I get what you're saying, but I'm trying to resolve this as well. So like for this person right here, they didn't even message me. They just left a 3-star review and said, hey, this is the issue I had, and kind of blasted me. And so I responded to him and said, hey, I wish, you would have messaged me. What can I do to make this better? Because typically I just had someone reach out to me the other day and say, hey, the card I got, they ordered 4 cards. They go, 3 of them were light played. And I said, no problem at all. Here's what I'll do is I'll send you a self-addressed stamped envelope, and you send the cards back to me. As soon as I get them, I'll give you a refund. And it was that easy. And he was like, yeah, sounds great. I appreciate that. I gave the same option to this person as well and said, hey, I'll give you a full refund. I said, just send the cards back to me. I'll send you a self-addressed stamped envelope. It's that easy. Okay. Now, is it like probably the most economical way to do things? No. But the way I look at it is these 16 Eevee reverse holos and the Gengar reverse holos, someone else wants those cards. So if I get them back, I'll put them back in my queue or my list, and people can have them. But this is a thing I'm telling you that TCGplayer is really missing out on, because the feedback portion of this is terrible. You can't actually go on there and like, I should be able to click on this guy's right here and say like, hey, here's the deal. As I told you, like, I can't send you 604 cards. And when I messaged him, I told him, because he said he told me, you should make your cards adjusted for the price then that you can ship them. And I openly asked him and said, hey, if my cards that I was selling for 1 to 3 cents, if they were listed at 20 and 30 cents, I go, would you have bought as many? And he said no. Of course he wouldn't have. That's why he bought 600 of them for pennies each, because he knew it was such a good price. So I'm not here on TCGplayer to make $1 million. I'm here on TCGplayer to make a few extra bucks and to help people finish their collection, build their decks, help the hobby out. Okay. I don't do all this just because it's for my health. I do it because I enjoy the chase and the hunt of it, seeing what cards I get that I find when I get bulk. And, when you put that card in, it's worth $1.50, and you bought that bulk for little or nothing. It's like a rush. I love it. But with TCGplayer, this is something they really need to fix, because eBay owns them, and on eBay, when someone leaves a bad review, you can actually post underneath of it and say, hey, this is the deal. Like, you should see my side of the story. TCG, you don't get someone's side of the story. It's always the buyer giving the person the review. I wish I could go through and review every one of these users so people know whether or not to actually, sell cards to them. The one thing you can do is when someone has an order, you can just block them and you don't have to worry about them again. They will not come up on their thread, so they won't have to worry about buying cards. But that's my little rant on TCGplayer. TCGplayer has a lot of things it does right. The payment system's not bad. Payments usually take anywhere from 7 to 10 days to get put into your account. The actual inventory on it does a pretty good job. Of course, when you click on my inventory and click a search, it'll show you everything that you have for every set of cards, whether it be Lorcana, One Piece, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, whatever it could be. So that's pretty good. The search product names, I think they could work on it a little bit better. It's tough. And the TCG app does a good job too, because you can scan the actual cards, but still it has some bugs. It's crazy the amount of interface that eBay has that they did not give TCGplayer. It's like eBay is this, wealthy, rich person, and TCGplayers is like this person on the, corner, panning for coins so they can have a sandwich. Can I have some more? That's what TCGplayer is to eBay, it seems like. So That's my rant. I know I said it'd be short. It got a little bit crazy there, but I had a couple bad reviews come in back to back, and I couldn't believe it. It like blew my mind because I'd done so well. I hadn't had a bad review in like 400 or 500 orders. So here we go, guys. Pokemon Soda, like, subscribe. Let us know what you think. And remember, guys, catch them all.